Hello YouTube, my name is XenoblaDE and welcome to one of the greatest Wii games out there. Finally remade for the Switch. This is technically speaking the third release of the game. It was released obviously on the Wii over 10 years, well 10 years ago, yeah. Close to 10 years ago. Then re-released on the 3DS, I believe 5 years ago, and around the same time period it was released on the Wii U. But this is the first time this game is getting a proper quote-unquote release, kinda. In Japan, released normally on the Wii. In Europe, it launched a year after the game came out in Japan, and in the United States came out in like 2012, and it was distributed only to GameStop. But today we're not going to be playing, the new game, because I've already played it, and that might just be for something different. I might be doing that differently, but today we're going to be doing the extra story. I've played obviously this before. I played this on both Wii and Wii U, so yeah, I've already played this. I know everything about the story. I know everything about the end game. So yeah, this is going to contain obviously spoilers for the main story, so if you haven't played the main story, just like this game says, recommend it to finish it first. So go and do that, enjoy the crazy story, the fantastic story of this game, and then play this or come back and watch this if you please. Thank you, and let's get started. Oh, this theme, so good. I mean, it's XenoblaDE, of course the theme is good. Everything about these games when it comes to music is fantastic. Ooh, very torn of the Golden Country, as in it's separated completely. Nice. I like that. Let's go to new game. Wow. I also like the fact that it didn't change at all the main theme, which is cool. I'm guessing this story is going to connect to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, given the ending of that game.
That's simple.
Oh. Wow, yeah, it begins immediately at the end. So big spoilers.
Seize our destiny.
I like the fact that they cut past the final phase of the boss. And they're just like, here's what's happening, here's what ends, how it ends.
The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
This is so cool knowing what happens in 2. I should have said also spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
What are you looking at? The sea? I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking...
Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, Jenna Coleman came back to do Melia. In the latest trailer where we finally saw or heard her voice, and we're probably going to hear her, obviously we're going to hear her here. I think it sounds like her, right? Obviously it sounds like Melia, but older. So it kind of sounds like it is her, in fact. I haven't had that confirmed, so I don't know. We're driving Junks, apparently Shoke's piloting Junks, into the shoulder, who is still up there. Which is weird.
It is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemar.
All right, I'm on my way.
It's a little, obviously, it's a little weird. Her voice is coming out a little weird because, it's an older voice, It's obviously Jenna Coleman's old voice from now, not her voice from 10 years ago. She was 24 back then, and she's now 34. I think she was 24, I could be wrong. And now the voice is a little bit different. Oh, a little bit. It's obviously older, like everybody else's voices does. It's just weird because I think of Melia, I see Melia, I hear Jenna Coleman from 10 years ago, like when this was before she even was on Doctor Who, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I hear that voice. I don't... It's a little bit jarring. It's going to be a little bit jarring to see an older voice come out. Which is fine, but it's just, you know... So apparently nothing from the main game translates, let's put it that way, in here. So like, obviously story beats, the ending of the game contributes, but like, any gear that you had, I don't think it counts. Any levels that you had don't count. Any improvements that you've done to your characters don't count as far as I can tell. You just start at level 60 and boom. Yeah, that's also why apparently none of the main team is a part of this. So the shoulder stayed up. Everything came crumbling down and it hurted a little bit inside. But the shoulder stayed.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps.
This feels like something from 2.
The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
Also, one thing I must
You
say,
make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in
it's
the
going
dark here.
on auto-tune, not auto-tune,
Good
auto-bot.
thing I came prepared.
Not autobot,
We'll
automatically,
probably be
Jesus.
needing this.
It's going by automatically, the dialogue, I don't need to press A. But like the audio is a little bit weird, it's like Sonic Advanced? Not Advanced,
Those voices.
Adventure. Where like the water is more dominant than the voices. And maybe the music will also be.
It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing
Hey,
here?
were they from the main game? I don't remember them.
Shook. We must help them.
Of course.
So immediately we begin to play with Melia. Gameplay differences. Some elements of this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. The most major points will be introduced in the following pages. Onto the following pages next. As you progress through the adventure, instead of chain attacks, you unlock an all-new system for performing all-out attacks. You're still required a segment of the gauge to revive fallen enemies. In this new adventure, Shulk has lost his power to see visions. This calls for more caution than before when it comes to your enemy's most powerful attacks. Some allies will battle in ways not presented before. The skill tree has been removed. There are further changes, so keep an eye out for them as you play. So yeah, first things first. Let me go to options, go to sound. Let me put, yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, I don't want everything to be too overpowering. So I'm gonna go with the brand new music. System volume, wait. Okay. Set the volume for in-game sounds. Let's lower that a little bit. Okay, so done. Notifications. Okay, let's... Settings other than casual mode option will apply to all save data simultaneously. Okay. Oh yeah, apparently you can go into wait a minute. Expert mode. Limited HP or XP and adjust it. So wait a minute, what am I playing on? Am I playing on casual modes? Or am I playing on okay, so where were they exactly? Okay, so oh yeah, we have okay, this is a little bit confusing. Okay, where do I have to go? Because like it moves around as I move around. But wait, no, legit, what am I playing on? Am I playing on casual modes? Expert mode resolution portion. By default, wait, previous expert mode and toggling the option disabled. The option is disabled by default. When expert mode is enabled, with are all further experience gained through completing quests, and an allocation will be stored as a reserve. Oh, expert mode. Oh, okay. It just... Okay. So wait a minute. Is it on options that I have to... Where is it for me to know where... Okay, I'm off. Okay, I thought I had it on, so I had to make sure that it was not in fact on. I was very scared. I was playing on casual mode, which I believe doesn't allow you to die. And we're back to having, a lot of people are not gonna like it, but we're back to having orbs.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah, blah, blah.
Let me see if it's overpowering.
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
I don't know if it's overpowering because it's coming out of only one. It's because I have surround one of my headsets. Let me see.
More is always merrier.
It's not as bad, but at the same time I cannot have both headphones on because then I can't hear myself, and that's tragic. Okay, so I have these 3 battle members. I mean, let's just start the fight, shall we not? Let's see. Summon Aqua.
Your fighting spirit is mine.
Okay, I don't wanna... Alright.
Moving for the kill.
I resist Aqua. Okay.
Manifest yourself.
We can definitely do this. Come on, we can do it.
Okay. I don't have a chance on anything.
Is this the final one? Feel like making
So this is the legendary Monado.
Star-searing blaze absolution. Almost a summon copy.
I'm feeling it.
Ah, crap, I did 2 fires and 1 Aqua. Forget how melee works.
We did it. Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of Hereupon Ricky's household.
Oh yeah, they're the kids of Ricky.
No injuries, Kino?
Hmm? Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Oh, I like that the fact that she had her mouth, her hand over her mouth,
If we stay here,
made it
there
muffled.
is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
That's actually a good point.
Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go.
I also like Shulk's new clothing. I actually like it. It's the same but different. Kind of like the game. The same but different. Kinda
This place looks promising.
like
can
the
take a
music.
break
The
here.
same but different. We just climbed up a little bit. We went a little bit up the road and we're calling it a day.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
You know, it was a little bit weird in the beginning, but I'm already accustomed to
That.
Melly's voice.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What?
I was gonna say it's gonna be feel a little bit weird because like you're gonna hear a voice I'm associated with the younger voice and all of a sudden just talks more mature. I'm already accustomed to it.
Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionist shoulder.
So,
Also, I think Melly's like supposed to be 80, right?
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in then. I appreciate it. But even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me.
So the brother came in and the sister wanted to help him out, which is nice. Also, I would love to know what happened in this past year to the characters, just in general. You know? I hope we get that in the near future. Don't give me those puppy eyes. You know what you did.
Maybe better to explain. We're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watch Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Nah, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dedapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way, can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dedapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. It's not fault of Sister Pon. He's not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dedapon and Momapon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
It's truth. One day, out of blue, Dedapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brother Pon. That day, nobody made comment. Everyone except Kino. Kino, what happy they could
Oh.
say. That why. That they want to become Heropon and repay debt to family.
He adopted... Aw, Ricky just gets better every time, doesn't he?
Kino,
The hero pawn
you do your family
continues to be
honor.
great.
Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Unless I misunderstood that and he's not actually...
Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kino must. You really twist wing. But fine. We'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino.
Of course.
Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
Yeah, he's supposed to say friends, but, you know, I've been around the block so many times with Ricky to know that he
So,
always causes the
we'll
sidekicks.
be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Why go there first? Oh, people. It looks like people.
Explain.
Explain
I'm a bit
now.
concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're just gonna outright say it. I'm not going to deny
It
it.
is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The Cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Port Kino! It all started here! Mehey!
And Keen already is exactly like Ricky. So we didn't technically lose Ricky. We lost everybody else.